The temperature was last above freezing in the Twin Cities 3 weeks ago.
People are having a tough time dealing with it, and so are the animals. The Wildlife Rehab Center has been treating a swan for frostbite since November. This is unusual for waterfowl. As the bird continues to recover, some of its webbing will need to be removed. Veterinarians showed Kate Raddatz how they're helping injured birds take flight again.
During the winter, we often get in frostbite cases.
Birds are designed to be able to handle extreme temperatures.
We're worried about the redness.
But for some, this cold spell can be life-threatening.
Generally, frostbite happens when an animal is already sick and then the temperatures are cold. He wasn't standing.
The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Minnesota's medical director says birds that are sick or injured aren't able to move around as much to keep their bodies warm.
Covering their head for stress purposes.
Frostbite sets in and the bird can become malnourished quickly.
This bird will definitely have to stay here several weeks. He was on the ground, not walking and not flying. They were able to catch him, so he brought in. He needs his feet.
This great blue heron was brought into the center this week with frostbite on both feet.
He's not using this back toe very well.
Veterinarians are still trying to figure out what other injuries the bird is dealing with.
He should have flown away when the water froze. So there's something going on with him, and we're still trying to figure that out. This is the final healing stages of frostbite, so this actually looks really good.
A trumpeter swan, who's been here since November, also had frostbite on both feet. The bird had a serious toe injury that required surgery. The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center here in Roseville says that in 2016 they saw 18 cases of frostbite. There were 20 cases in 2017. So far the cases have remained relatively stable. The trumpeter swan is healing well from surgery and should hopefully be released back into the wild again, into the cold, staying near open water.
They're used to much colder winters than now. They've evolved to deal with it.
Kate Raddatz, WCCO 4 News.
The Wildlife Rehabilitation Center of Minnesota says a good way to check if a bird is injured is to approach it quickly and see if it will fly or run away. If it doesn't, that's usually a sign that it's hurt. You can call the center and they'll send someone out safely to capture the animal.
Our kids do that all the time, right? They're always testing that theory.